find and rest. I need to breathe and clear my head.
It's just lovely to get into. The humming blends into the initial instrumental, and I'm already hooked into the feeling in the mirror. Then the artist's voice drives the narrative even further. Our character walks into the square and with every step questions who he has to be and tries to balance with who he wants to be, or who he feels like he is actually deep inside. The story is both divided and told dually in many eye-catching, artistic, and intriguing ways. We see it with the glass ball. His wardrobe plays tricks on him in the square. And at one point, he's draped in laundry until he's able to step out as he is. So, as a viewer, I can see every moment of this character's growth, and every ingredient is perfectly measured. This one was worth every single second.
Really packs a punch about a trans woman and how initially she's dressed as a man and she's walking down the street and then gradually goes through this dreamscape with clothing and earrings and spinning, and it's gorgeous the way it's filmed, and the vocal score below is very touching and very suitable. And by the end, her dream is come through. She realizes that she is actually a trans woman, and I just love the cinematography in this piece, and it's a heartfelt story, and I just love seeing her so happy by the end. It's well done.
I really enjoyed how Compartment took the approach of a music video and showed these snapshots and progression of the character, and I think what I loved was that perspective of almost seeing it from the character's eyes and seeing that evolution of how she felt on the inside versus how she presented on the outside. And I just thought that was really, really wonderfully captured, and just kind of like that story arc within the music video and within those experiences. And like, we get the sense of hope and celebration at the end, but then we see that the character has returned to how they are, but they feel a sense of change on the inside, and it was really, really cool how it was done.
This one I thought it was particularly artistic. I really liked the color palette. I loved how they used the contrasting images, and the pace and music are carefully put together. It was an amazing job. It was lovely to watch, and I especially like the scene where they are he's looking in the mirror, and it is and also when he's in the forest. I really liked those two scenes, but in general it was great.
I thought this one was really nicely done. I immediately took it to mean from the title and seeing what was happening. You have an individual maybe compartmentalizing different facets of their life. So I thought it was all really smart and clever on a meta sense, and it all worked together really well.
This one is very interesting. I feel like it's the most interesting one that I've seen so far. I love the different like uses of, you know, like lighting, costuming, setting, the camera movements, like dolly movements, and like stop motion. I felt like this was just an incredibly creative piece, and you know, it is bound together so well with the music too, and I feel like it's a great example of just showing and not telling. Like, we get to just experience this perspective, and it's so submersive, and we almost never, I don't think we ever hear the guy talk, and it's so cool. I really dug this one, and I feel like it's just an example of just strong storytelling.
It was so great seeing the visuals of him like transforming into this person and like stripping down of his old self and becoming the person he truly feels comfortable with, and embracing that part of him. And, you know, even though like he transfers back into like his like regular day-to-day self at the end, it's glad to see that he was still able to bring a piece of his true self with him. And I think it shows like how even though you might have to hide or not be able to express who you truly are, you can still try and bring a piece of it to the person that you have to pretend to be. And I think that this film was very real, and very sweet, and I really enjoyed watching it.
I really enjoyed this piece. I saw it as kind of a love story of self, and really enjoyed the comparison between reality and fantasy and outer and inner self exploration. Thought they used beautiful imagery in this piece. The editing was great. The actor who portrayed the main character through this evolution was just so giving of himself, and the openness, he just completely captured your attention and maintained it through the piece. And I thought it was just a great discovery and evolution of this soul, and really thought this was a terrific piece.